Hello, my name is Michelle, and this is Full Bottle Worthy. With the holidays right around the corner, I thought it would be fun to share my perfume wish list with you. If that sounds good, please stay tuned. The first perfume on my wish list is Loumari's Porthole. Now, I've heard Sebastian, the perfume guy, I'll leave his channel down below if you're not familiar, talking about this for probably the last 6 months to 9 months. And when I read the notes, I just wasn't sure that it would be a fit for me. I recently got a chance to sample it on skin, and I absolutely loved it. And it has the notes of pineapple and passion fruit, as well as iodine and salt. And those were the things that kind of made me take pause. But I have to say, it was a beautiful wear and had great longevity on my skin. So the first fragrance on my wish list is Porthole by Loumari. The second fragrance on my wish list is Oud Nude by Guerlain. This is a gorgeous oud with raspberry up at the top and vanilla in the base. It just gets sweeter and sweeter as it dries down, and it has that gorgeous Guerlain vanilla that we're all familiar with from Spiritus Double Vanille. It lasts 8 to 10 hours on my skin with a moderate to strong projection. Again, the second fragrance on my wish list is Oud Nude by Guerlain. The third fragrance on my wish list is Psychedelic Love by Initio Parfums. This is a gorgeous ylang ylang, heliotrope, and myrrh fragrance. It's expertly blended. You can't pinpoint any of the notes out because it's such a smooth composition. It lasts 8 to 10 hours on my skin with a moderate projection. Again, the third fragrance on my wish list is Psychedelic Love by Initio Parfums. The fourth fragrance on my wish list is from Oriza et Legrand's Le Regent. It is a gorgeous amber. It really is giving Ormond Jane's Royal Amber a run for its money. It is incredibly beautiful, and apparently it's one of the first fragrances, if not the first fragrance, that the house made back in the 1700s. They, of course, recreated it, but it's a unisex wear, and I find it dries down to be a little bit sweeter than it is on first spray. It is an airy amber, so it could be worn year round in any weather. Again, the fourth fragrance on my wish list is El Legrand by Oriza et Legrand. The fifth fragrance on my wish list is Gritti's Duchessa. Now, this had its moment to shine on YouTube maybe over a year or two ago. And I've been reluctant to purchase it, mostly because of how expensive it is. And I've been trying to find a cherry fragrance that rivals it, but I just can't. It truly is one of the best cherry fragrances. From the complexity to the longevity, it is absolutely gorgeous. It's just the price tag that's really held me back from purchasing it. Again, the next fragrance on my wish list is Gritti's Duchessa. The sixth fragrance on my wish list is Jardins de Misfah by Oud Nude Nomade. This is a beautiful date and rose composition with a little bit of cardamom as well as saffron. Now, what has held me back from purchasing it up to this point is the longevity. When I've tested it in the past, I've gotten maybe 4 hours out of it. But the thing is it's been on my mind since it released, and I just can't get it off my mind. There's nothing quite like it on the market. Thus the reason it has the number 6 place on my wish list. Oud Nude Nomades, Jardins de Misfah. The 7th fragrance on my wish list is Eau Suave by Parfums d'Empire. This is a rich rose, patchouli, and oak moss composition. It has saffron as well as coriander up at the top. It is a unisex fragrance, and I find it to be best for me in cooler weather. It is an extrait to Parfum concentration, so I find 1 to 2 sprays is enough for me when I wear it. And the thing that's kind of held me back from getting it is I have so many rose patchoulis in my collection, but I just can't shake this one. My mind keeps going back to it because there's nothing quite like it. So again, at the 7th spot, we have Eau Suave by Parfums d'Empire. In the 8th spot, I have Minuit et Demi from Fragrance du Bois. The reason that it's on my wish list, and I haven't purchased it yet, is I own Magenta Tanzanite by Armani Privé, as well as Xerjoff's Starlight, which are 2 fragrances that are somewhat similar to this fragrance. And I just feel like it'll be redundant to have this fragrance in my collection. But I'm getting to the point that I want to sell those 2 so I can get Minuit et Demi. So we'll see how it goes. But for now, it is on my wish list. Minuit et Demi by Fragrance du Bois. In the 9th place on my wish list, I have Sultan by Royal Crown. And there's 2 reasons I've held off on purchasing this fragrance. First, it's rather similar to Initio's Absolute Aphrodisiac. And the price tag is rather high for Sultan. So those 2 things have kind of held me back from purchasing it. But it continues to be on my mind, and I continue to think about it. It is a gorgeous vanilla scent with a date up at the top, as well as a muskiness in the base. And I find it lasts 8 to 10 hours on my skin. So again, at the 9th spot, we have Sultan by Royal Crown. And at the 10th spot on my wish list, I have Guerlain's Miksouko EDT. This is a gorgeous classic Guerlain scent. And the reason it's on my wish list is because I love Guerlain. I love the peach note up at the top. And I have this sort of interest and fascination with ships. This is a ship, and so I keep coming back to it. Now, the thing that's kind of held me back from purchasing it is I currently own Rocha's Femme, which is a similar fragrance. There are some differences in the notes, and I find that Miksouko is more oak moss forward, whereas the clove really comes forward in Rocha's Femme. And I really prefer clove over oak moss when it comes to notes. So that is a bit of the reason why I've held off so long. So we'll see if I end up purchasing it. Again, at the 10th place, I have Miksouko EDT by Guerlain. Thank you for joining me today. With the holidays right around, I'm excited that I was able to share my perfume wish list with you. I'd love to hear in the comments what your perfume wish list is. It doesn't have to be 10 fragrances. It can just be as many as you want. It could be 3, it could be 20. I'm just curious. If you got any value out of this content, please remember to give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe to continue to see more content like this. Until next time, goodbye.